Hey everybody, Loshman here, www.legaciesontherrails.wordpress.com. I am at Legacies on the Rails headquarters, otherwise known as my home, in my basement, otherwise known as the Legacies on the Rails train station. Last year, I had gone, and this is, obviously you can see I have a pool table here, but I don't use it for pool hardly ever, so I had gone and bought this 4x8 board from the hardware store, and was originally going to run it as a layout with this Santa Fe 74 train over here that I bought from a buddy from church. But then being my first time trying to put a train together, really, other than just something battery operated, like my Bedford Falls Express from the movie It's a Wonderful Life there, or last year my wife got me this Caterpillar train, I had no experience in what I'm doing here, and it was a used set. Some of the pieces were messed up, so I didn't know what I was doing about trying to put it together. Then our basement flooded, and I had a whole bunch of stuff stored underneath this pool table that then had to be put up here on top of the table. And just today, just finally got all this stuff off the table, got some of it put, in other places, and I've decided to try to start running some of my battery-operated trains, and start with my Caterpillar train here. And I've run it so far with just the locomotive, then I've run it with just the locomotive and the boxcar. Now I'm going to try it with the locomotive, the boxcar, and the caboose, and then before too long I'll add in the two actual construction equipment pieces there. And I bought another one. This is more like, I think, G scale, or excuse me, probably O scale, but I have one that's more HO scale that I just bought at the Kmart in Wichita, Kansas last weekend, that I might set up and run maybe over here or something, over where this other train is. I have a train set that's sitting over there. I don't know if you can see it or not, that I bought from a friend of a friend at church. It's right there with all those pieces on top of that black thing that were actually meant to run on these tracks over here, but decided that I wasn't going to try to run that right now because there's not really enough space on the table for that and this and my Bedford Falls Express, where the Bedford Falls Express can run in the middle of the table, in the middle of the circle where the Caterpillar train is running. So let's try this out and see what happens. Like I said, I've already tried it with just the locomotive, then the locomotive and the boxcar, and then I'm going to try it with the locomotive and the caboose, and we'll see how this happens. So, oh, derail! Okay, so it derailed, as you saw, with the boxcar and the caboose. So I'm going to try it now just with the locomotive and the boxcar. I had to wait for the locomotive to come back around the track to pick up the boxcar here. So we'll try it with just the boxcar, see how that works. So here we go. Oh, it took off without it. It wasn't even hooked up right. But the locomotive is running pretty smoothly. It was getting to a point right as it came around that corner there that the wheels were getting hung up, and I was having to this has both forward and reverse, so we'll try this again. Okay, well, it's running, but not very smoothly, and it's going to derail again. Okay, now you see why I don't have a regular layout running, because if I can't get something like this that's just battery operated to run smoothly without derailing, I'm probably not going to have much success with the regular trains. So we'll turn this puppy off and we'll try it again. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try again here with the locomotive and the boxcar. Nope, derailed again. See, this is why I don't have a regular layout, because I can't even make something like this work. So, well, as you can see, the boxcar is hanging in there, but it's kind of struggling. Okay, this has been about the smoothest run so far with the locomotive and the boxcar. So we'll see if we can get at least one more piece on there here in just a second. Okay, now we have the locomotive, the boxcar, and the caboose running. Caboose still seems to be struggling a little bit, but we'll see. Oh, no, there it goes. Okay, we seem to have a smooth run going now with the locomotive, the boxcar, and the caboose. So we'll try adding one more piece in. Well, I added in one more piece, and you can see the results. So we'll try again. Okay, we have the locomotive, the boxcar, steam shovel, and the caboose. And although the boxcar seems to be struggling, they seem to be going along just fine. So, this is John Lush reminding you to follow the Lord Jesus Christ every day of your life and continue leaving legacies on the rails.